Happy Thursday. Can you guys see me? Hey, I am in Philadelphia. I am in the middle of yet another snowstorm. We have had an insane amount of snow this year. I know a lot of you guys are in Texas and you're dealing with horrible weather down there too. So hopefully you guys are staying safe. But my kids are home from school today because of the snowstorm. So it kind of fits in with this whole work-life balance topic that I want to talk to you guys about today. All right, so one of the members of our community, Emily Lewis, asked me to talk about this. So there's kind of two main topics I want to cover. First is when you have young children and you're trying to build your business. And I did a video about this last year, so I will definitely link to that video as well. But just to give you a little background, when I started having my family, having Lucy, that's when I hired my first manager. And when I hired her, I wasn't expecting to keep her on to work for me. And she worked for me for many, many years, actually. But I was planning on having her come for 3 months, cover things for me so I could be a new mom and enjoy my new baby. But I ended up loving mothering so much, and she was doing such an amazing job that I decided to keep her on. And then when Lucy got a little bit older, I realized that I had all this time now because my manager was taking care of things oh wait, am I muted? Remember last time I did that? Okay, no, I'm not muted. She was taking care of all of the administrative tasks for me, that it freed up so much of my time to be able to really focus on growing the business. So that is why I kept her on. And the year that I did hire her, I made an additional $53,000. So it was like, whoa, this is kind of a no-brainer. So when you hear me talk about building your team, I'm not only just talking about building your team of pet sitters. I'm talking about your support team around you. So currently I now have 3 managers and a virtual assistant that helps me with everything. And then I can just focus on the marketing and getting new clients and having our current clients book from us more frequently. So that's where my manager onboarding system comes from. I think it's really, really important. It is part of a process. You don't do it overnight, but when the administrative tasks for your business become to be a full-time job, that is when you bring on the manager. And then the manager also helps to free up your time to, be a mom as well. All right. And then when my kids are now in school. So, they're at school every day until 4, and then I can totally focus on the business. So that would be my suggestion for when you have young children, is get a support staff around you and work when the baby sleeps and work when your husband gets home from work. That's what I used to do. I used to kind of hang with my kids, and then when he got home, that's when I would sit down and get my work done. Now, if you're asking about COVID, that's a whole different ball of wax. If your kids are home, luckily my kids are in Catholic school, so they are, in school full time. They have been since September, but last spring, that was not easy. And my suggestion for that is you need to be really super duper duper organized in your household. So, and setting boundaries, okay? Making sure that they are set up, everything's set up in the beginning of the day in their specific spots. They have everything they need. Lunch is made the night before, and have a space for you, just yourself, to work in your home. We have a system in my house. When I have a smiley face on my door, they're allowed to come in. When they have the sad face on the door, that means they are not allowed to come in. That means I'm either doing a Facebook Live, I'm recording a video, I'm on phone calls, I'm teaching. So that's kind of how they know, whether they can access the office or not. All right, I have some more tips for Mary. What are the duties you give your manager? Okay, so my manager handles all of the phone calls, all of the emails, all of the scheduling, keeping track of all of the sitters' availability. And my other manager, my hiring manager, takes care of all of the sitter recruiting, the sitter assessments, and the sitter onboarding. And then she manages them as well. So I have Sue is my main manager that does all of the face-to-face client work. And then I have my sitter manager and my hiring manager, Jessica. And then we have Michael, who is my OBM. He's my online business manager, and he runs both sides of my business. So Pet Nanny and Pet Nanny Coach. And he helps with all like tech and marketing stuff as well, and just organizing all the projects that we're working on. All right. So when you get to a point in your business where you have, 2,000 clients to service, that managerial role really does become a full-time job and will suck up all of your time. And that is when I suggest bringing on the manager and, again, freeing up your time to be with your children. So I can go to any school function, that they need me, all the sports events, that's all taken care of, because I am not the system in my business. I've created a business that's a machine that runs without me because of the amazing support system and the systems that I have put into place. So I can run the business. I mean, I don't need to run the business for it to make me money. Does that make sense, Mary? All right. And then I also have here another blog post I did on how to stay organized and motivated when working from home. So you want to create a miraculous morning routine. So you want to make sure you're getting up and you're doing something positive for your mind, whether that's listening to a positive podcast, reading something positive, doing yoga, exercising, something where you are starting your day off on the right foot. Mine includes Peloton and meditation. All right. You want to make sure that you are getting up and getting dressed. I think a lot during COVID, people were just kind of like, lounging around in their sweatpants, and it's not good for motivation. So get up, get dressed, put a little makeup on, do your hair, and that's going to help with the motivation. And again, having a designated workspace. So everybody in my home knows that when this door is closed, sad face is on the door, that mommy is working and I'm not to be interrupted until I come out and give them the A-OK. Now, if they're very little, obviously that's going to be different, but my kids are a little older now, so that's a system that works for us. All right. You want to make sure that you're doing your weekly planning on Sundays. So we call it a Pet Nanny Coach the See It Through strategy, where you're taking everything out of your mind, you're putting it onto paper, and you're putting it onto your calendar so that you know exactly what you're working on each and every day. And then on Friday, you're going to do the finish up Friday hour, where you're going to go through and see all the tasks that you had on your calendar to see what wasn't completed, and then you're going to put that on the following week's calendar. But again, being very, very organized. Sunday, getting it all mapped out for the week, and then Friday, you're going to evaluate what you got done and what needs to be moved to the following week. All right. Defining boundaries with your family and friends. So, hey, when I'm working, then again, there's a boundary here. Mine is the sad face. With my friends, I used to talk on the phone all the time with my friends during the day. I don't answer it anymore. I don't answer text messages until the day is over. Taking care of my family and building a business. And now they know that during the work days, I'm not available to just chat about the Real Housewives. Meal prepping. So I try to plan my meals every week. I use an app called Plan to Eat, which I absolutely love. So I put the recipes in for the week. It creates a shopping list. Billy does all the shopping, the food shopping. He has the app and he knows exactly what we need to buy at the store, because I have everything planned for the week. I try to do as much prep work at the beginning of the week, like, chopping the onions or making the ziti or today I'm making shepherd's pie. I try to do as much as I can in the beginning of the week, so that, taking meals and feeding your family takes a lot of time, for sure. So Plan to Eat. I love, 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 love that app. All right. And then designing an end of the day routine. Guys, when you have a family, you want to be able to turn off your computer, turn off your phone, and really be present with them. And that is what I do. So I have a whole routine that I'm shutting it down for the day. And then I'm with the family, and that's it. And again, that's from having that support team. You're not on call 24/7. Having a pet sitting business, for years, I was on call, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And that's not the way a business is supposed to be. It's supposed to add to your life. And you need to create these support systems around you so that you are able to shut it down at the end of the day and be with your family. All right, let's see. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for being here. Does anybody have any questions, concerns about work-life balance? I know it's a lot easier said than done. It takes practice, but if you set these systems up and these boundaries up now, and you will definitely benefit from them. All right. So anyone else that's having a storm, stay safe, stay dry, stay warm, stay cozy. And I will catch you guys next time. Thanks so much for being here. Oh, do you do your own payroll? I do not do my own payroll, Mary. So I have my bookkeeper used to, it's funny, this is a conversation that's going on in one of my private program Facebook pages today. My bookkeeper used to do my payroll, but then she moved it all over to Gusto. So now my manager, Stu, she runs the payroll every 2 weeks. But Gusto is a great system that I highly recommend. It's a software. But no, I do not do my own payroll. I used to write all the checks for 20 some pet sitters back in the day, which was a giant, colossal waste of time. So using a payroll service is something that I highly recommend. All right. All right, guys, thanks again for being here. If you are overwhelmed in your business, if you're overwhelmed building this business with your family, I do have a freebie for you. So they're called planner sheets, the 4 steps to conquer overwhelm. I'm going to link to the video and to the planning sheets. You can download those and start organizing your week. So you just print them out each and every week and they help you to stay organized, which helps you with your overwhelm. Okay, so I'll link to that and I will catch you guys very soon. Take care. Bye.